Good evening, Squatchers.
Hello, friends.
Welcome to the Terry Bradshaw episode of the Squatchin Sports Podcast.
That means 12.
As always, we got Mr. Lip below me, McCoy's locks beside me. Slightly late for those that have watched us since we started. I'll give you one guess. Who had
You know why. You know why. John, what happened?
Great question.
That fucking DSL.
I gotta go crank it up some more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. So what's up, boys? How was your weekends?
Happy Monday. Good weekend. Quiet weekend, boys. Quiet weekend. Yeah. Chris is in Vegas. Sausage at her dad's. Me and Roscoe. Just a couple guys being dudes. Hanging out, watching sports, gaming, getting mail. Yeah, we took a nice little walk to go get the mail. He smelled everything on the way there and back, even stuff he had already smelled. So if he's nothing but consistent. So, doggies being doggies.
Right.
That's pretty much it. Did some dishes, did some laundry, housekeeping stuff. None of the good stuff. So,
right.
About you boys?
Similar. Quiet weekend. Michelle was down in Georgia for a bachelorette party. So
tight.
Yeah. Worked. Just hung out. Gamed. Also got the mail. But mine's right on my house, so it wasn't too far.
Convenient. Dude, that's what pisses me off. Like, how are you gonna have this whole nice ass neighborhood and then community mailboxes? Like, bro, what?
Yeah. That is weird.
To hang out.
It is real weird.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, have some conversations.
Like I can't even get. Yeah, exactly. It's like a water cooler for the neighborhood. Nah, but bro, our fucking neighborhood Facebook page is lit right now. Oh, I wish y'all were in it, bro. I'm trolling so hard. So like the HOA
bunch of Karens
is really no, not even. Well, probably, but the HOA is like really up in people's cheeks right now about trash cans being visible on non-trash days. And I am just having a field day. Oh, man, I'm having a great time. I'm having a jolly old time, boys, letting these people know. Because, here's the thing. There are so many bigger fish to fry. Like, they're doing everyone's backyards on our block right now with the exception of ours. And when they brought through to clear out for everything, there's just a giant hole in our backyard. So when it rains up here, which is all the fucking always, it turns into a muddy swimming pool. So, like, if you're going to dig out for a pool for us, finish the job. Otherwise, give me my damn yard. We've been in here almost 6 months. I understand the weather hasn't been cooperative, but now's the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. Let's talk sports, boys. John, tell us about your weekend, and then let's hop into the rundown.
It was all about work this weekend.
All about work?
Worked on a Saturday, worked on a Sunday.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't during football season.
Exactly. No, it was a good. It was a good week too. Made up for a little bit. Sunday was actually a good day. Rain, so couldn't do much anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I pretty much picked up Sunday to take off today. So 3 days off in a row.
Definitely fair trade. Cool beans. Well, tonight we got a good one for all you that are on that's a heavy one. I like that.
A little special something tonight, boys.
A little special something. So as always, we're gonna run through some sports. We got
it's in our name.
Yeah, correct. As Jimmy alluded to earlier when we were not live, this other part is kind of in our name too. We'll get to that. So Q1, we're going to hit the NBA/NHL playoff update with your boy McCoy. And then Q2, we're going to switch to a little MLB update. Again, long season. Won't take too long on that. But team finally got a win. They needed a win. Q3, we're going to roll into the foot of Lip in which he will be kicking.
I don't like that. That sounds weird. Foot lip. I ain't with it. I ain't with that shit, bro.
And then finally at the end, as always, as we started about 3 episodes ago, the What Squatchin segment, which is for everybody else.
Questions.
We only got, looks like we only got one person on right now, which.
Oh, bye, Ian. Hi, Ian.
Cool. My AirPods.
Never let him know your next move, dog.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. My AirPods switched my iPhone for some reason. Q4, as always.
Brazzers.
What's Squatchin? Brazzers. We, like I said, started this 3 episodes ago. It's where everybody that's here jumps in, asks us questions. We got one person on it right now. We'll get to it again. But let's just get into it because we got something a little extra at the end that we're going to be rolling out. I think it's going to be fun.
Secrets.
Always the secret.
Not a bracket challenge. It's not a bracket challenge, I promise.
Bracket
We
challenge.
suck at those.
Boom, we went from 1 to 6 in a millisecond.
Turn up.
What's up, y'all?
So speaking of, we're gonna obviously dive into Q1. We'll start it off with the ice. Ian, if you want to bring it up, we'll kind of give a check-in to see where we're at here.
Yes, sir.
With
Real difficult decision on what to wear tonight, boys.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, obviously we're rocking the Reds hoodie, but whoo, boy, I wanted to bring out that goddamn Kraken jersey tonight. Yeah, we know, whatever. No, that jersey's fire though. Boy, them Kraken got it cracking last night. John, please, can we start with that? It's your segment, but
For sure.
start with that.
So Jimmy wants to bring it up because I had to go wipe out my tears off the floor last night.
Well, in fairness, I wanted that brought up before you told me about what happened, but I definitely want you to talk about what happened.
We're going to get there, right? So, great game. Normally, I am always the person to bet the Kraken first period over. And last night, I stayed away from it. Thank God.
Which was smart.
Because there were 0 goals in the first period.
0-0.
For anyone watching, the first period is normally 1.5. So then I decided, second period, they're going to have, maybe a couple goals, maybe 3, 4 max, right? So I go and take under 5.5 for the game. They had 6 goals in the second period.
5 for the Kraken, 1 for Dallas.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5-1.
5th.
But in all fairness, I was actually glad. So once they hit the 5th one, I'm like, just get it over in this period. Don't make me sweat the whole third period and then bang an empty netter.
Right.
But yeah, great series there. Jimmy's online there. It looks like we realistically should be good. We'll see. They're playing. I mean, yeah, there's a lot to go there, but they're playing well. We'll see there. Oilers and Knights, they're on the way right now.
Live right now, yeah.
Ian, I don't know if you bet it. You sent it to me. I took it. It banged over 1.5 first period, banged in the first 8 minutes.
Still 1-1?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I was watching before we came in. I'd like Chris to take the iPad for the plane, so I don't have it to watch right here.
Yeah, we banged on that. I'm still very confident in the Oilers winning this. I didn't see who scored the goal for the Oilers tonight, but Draisaitl's going to score a goal in every freaking game.
Probably.
So
I
think we're kind of good there on that side. What'd you take, the over total?
Yeah, it was 7. Last game, or the last game they scored
6.5 on my book.
Yeah, the last game they scored 6. The game before they scored 10.
Do you have over 7 or over 6.5?
It was over 7.
Shoo.
Yeah, the draft game was over 7.
No hook.
No hook.
No hook. Straight 7.
Yeah, I mean, those are probably the best series right now on the Western side.
Mm-hmm.
On this other side, I sent you guys that video. Toronto said we want Florida with their little clappy hands, and they get smacked.
You got
Florida.
You got them.
Listen,
I thought a Florida team was going to knock him out. I didn't think it was going to be the motherfucking Panthers.
3-0 right now in the series. I love watching the videos, and they're like, "We want Florida." Well, guess what? You got them, and now you're getting smacked.
Tell you what, they're looking like
Florida won in overtime last night,
Mhm.
didn't they?
He put it
Look
5
like the Panthers of last
hole.
year.
Swung it around the net and put it 5 hole.
Yeah,
Oh,
President's
that's
Cup.
nasty. That was the worst goal to get scored on in the NHL video games. Nothing made me madder than when they
No.
would just wrap around and just dink.
Right between
Ugh.
them.
Sickening.
But yeah, love to see it. I obviously can't stand Toronto. 1, they beat us, and 2, I just can't stand them. They still have yet to win a game in the second round. I think it's 24, maybe 24 years. I could be wrong. I know it's over 21
Jeez.
because some kid made a video about how
Because of
he's
the drinking
20 years
age?
old and now can drink, and they still haven't won one in the second round.
That's
But
gas.
I thought I read that.
Quality video right there.
Yeah.
5-star vid.
So yeah, they still haven't won a second round game in over 21 years. Next series, dude, Hurricanes are smacking.
Yeah.
Are they? I haven't paid attention to that one at all.
It's 2-1, I believe now, right, Ian?
It is, yeah. New Jersey won last night.
So that game,
Pretty
game
handily,
3
actually.
was insane.
Yeah.
Was it 8-4 or 7-4?
Carolina.
No, when the Devils won the
Last
game.
game. Yeah, they won.
It was
They won by a good.
8-4,
There was a lot of goals scored.
Damn.
So,
Yeah.
which I didn't know. So I followed Jack Hughes. Like I obviously bet on him a little bit here and there. I didn't know his brother played on the team.
Yeah, he was. I think they just called him up, if I'm correct. Like he
His
just got
brother's on the
activated.
team, and so in that game, Hughes had 2 goals, and his brother had 2 assists in the game.
Yeah,
Imagine,
what a time!
imagine them parents.
What a time to call him up,
Not only are your kids both in the NHL, they're both on the same team,
right?
That's cool.
which is
Yeah.
pretty sick.
My brother wouldn't be able to do it. No chance. I want the spotlight. I'm too selfish. He's already my mom's favorite. Can't be on the same
I mean,
team.
Hughes is gonna obviously have the spotlight anyway, but yeah, no, I still think, like I said, the West Side. I'm so confident in the 2 picks we have there. Eastern, obviously, we're gonna lose the Bruins one. I'm still confident in Carolina.
Yeah.
And then Florida is obviously gonna advance. I mean, they blow that. They just, yeah. I mean, bracket challenges
typical Maple Leafs fashion. Bracket challenge.
ain't looking terrible.
Boston just went straight Purdue on everybody. Fucking bums.
They did for real though.
The worst,
Mhm.
dude. Oh my gosh, yeah.
They got their banner for the regular season and then dipped.
Biggest
I'll
choke
watch
job
that
in the
one
history
out.
of sports?
Bengals win.
Okay, wait, hold on. I don't mean to take over here. What's a bigger choke job? The Bruins having the most points in the history of the NHL, number 1 overall seed losing in the first round, or Buffalo Bills losing 4 straight Super Bowls?
The Bruins.
I go Bills. Obviously, single season choke job. Yeah, this blows it out of the water. But bro, you lost 4 straight Super Bowls. What? I've never even lost 4 straight games of Madden.
So
Yeah, I mean, I think in the grand scheme of things, the 4 straight Super Bowls is probably a pretty solid choke job.
I know you guys don't want to hear this, but I think Boston was looking forward to playing Pitt.
College Pitt Panthers?
No, the
Oh, the
Penguins.
Penguins?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
no one
hockey
calls
team.
it Pitt.
They just don't match
Instead,
up.
they were going to play Pitt, but they played Fla.
Yeah, they played flaw. But they just don't match up well against the Panthers.
Oh, well, yeah, that's evident by the fact that they were up 3
Yeah.
games to 1 and lost. Yeah, that's accurate. They were up 3-1, weren't they?
They blew it.
Okay, pretty big choke job.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, biggest choke job, probably single season.
Single seasons choke
Single
job
season
in the
by
history of
far.
sports.
By
Like, the only
far.
other thing
In
that comes
hockey,
to mind
for
is
sure.
like the only other thing that comes to mind for me is like the 04 ALCS Yankees against Red Sox, or shit, even the 1960 World Series when the Yankees were just dominant and the Pirates walked off with Maz's home run in 7. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure if we took the time and dissected it, which maybe we could for a nice little wrinkle. Obviously, tonight's not the night, but dude, that is the episode of SpongeBob where the dude's choking on the fork and it's just going back and forth in his neck. See, this guy gets it.
2-1 Vegas.
So we feeling
first, baby.
Ooh, nice. Are we still feeling confident with where we're at, boys?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so.
Still thinking everything that we have surviving is going to survive?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't
think
see
everything
Carolina
else.
losing. I don't see Kraken losing. The Oilers one's going to be. I think an Oilers is going to be maybe Game 6, Game 7 kind of a matchup.
I mean, this is obviously easy to say, but I think it's emphasized just because they're a brand new franchise. A lot of them don't have playoff experience. Some guys do. Obviously, none of them with this team.
Right.
Game 4 is going to be such a tipping point in this series. I mean, for obvious reasons, you win, you go up 3-1, you go back to Dallas at 2-2 if you lose.
Mhm.
But especially such an emotional, just absolute shellacking win last night, 7-2. Like I had it on, but I didn't even watch the third period. You know what I mean? It was just every time I blinked, they were scoring again. I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Are they playing on easy mode?"
Yeah.
X Games mode.
But yeah, if you win Game 4 tomorrow night, I think it's tomorrow night. It's locked.
Yeah.
Oh,
Carolina
okay.
and New Jersey play.
Yeah, I mean,
Wednesday?
realistically, if you're looking at this, right, so the Eastern, I mean, it's obviously not wrapped up, but it's pretty much wrapped up. The Carolina's not losing that.
You never know, man. That's a big win last night. You score 8 goals in a game, like that can turn your shit around.
Both
Yeah, but
conference, for
I just
sure.
don't see it happening.
Yeah. You might be right. Like I said, that's the series that I hadn't watched too much just because of how early it is in the day. I always got some other shit going on.
Yeah.
I remember
I guess
watching
early
game
it is in
1
the
and game
evening,
2, and
but-
literally like, it was like bang, 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 Carolina. They just had a game where the Devils came out and shot it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I think we're pretty good. Obviously Boston we had in there, but we're gonna. If I were to take the 2, I think Carolina runs it down. The Panthers also have a lot of momentum too. I mean, dude, they just beat the number 1 seed and they're up 3-0 on Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the Panthers blowing that. I don't see Toronto coming back in that series. Like, they might win one.
I don't want them to either.
I don't want
They're
them to.
back in. I think they're back in Florida for Game 4 too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You know what bothers me the
Toronto
most about
was a higher
Toronto is the improper grammar on their team name. Because Leaf plural is not Leafs.
Right.
Since I was a child, that has bugged
That's
me,
such
bro.
a great point.
So petty.
Never thought of that, honestly.
It's
until you
so
just said
petty, but since I was a young lad,
Leafs.
it has just always irked my soul.
That's hilarious. I never
Yeah.
thought of that.
Now you're never going to unsee it for the rest
Nope.
of your life.
Nope.
I ruined it for you. Toronto Maple Leaves. Whoops.
Toronto ruined it for me, just in general, because I dislike the team. But now you ruined the name.
Ruined it further.
But yeah, so they haven't announced, obviously, depends on the series. But Saturday we should have a nightcap too for NHL, just so everyone knows. We should have
Ooh.
Kraken is Saturday night. So that should be
Right,
right at
sounds-
game 6, I think game 7. So,
Keeping with the theme of all the other nightcaps we've done, I will not be available for that. We will be in Dayton for a cheerleading competition.
it's always fun.
Hey,
Hooray.
Always fun. But yeah, that's what we got on NHL. We can jump into the next part of Q1.
yes, sir.
And I
It's a
hope,
hardwood.
Tommy, I see you in here. Bonica, I hope you're in here. Whoever else said in Joel Embiid, I hope you're in here. And literally suck it. Because
Well,
that
all right.
dude did not deserve an
Aggressive.
MVP.
whoa.
Yikes.
My boy behind me, although I wish he would have just swung and knocked the owner of the Suns out right here. He did not.
It's so blown up. Like,
Dude, it's blown up.
it's
But
such a no topic. But they
This
have to
is-
talk about it.
This is
Can
the
we
problem.
pin the most recent comment real quick? Well, the second to most recent.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, now third to most recent.
Wait. We talking about who it should have been or what we got to do?
The action.
Oh yeah.
The action. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. I'm doing sober made, but I'll do it for the culture, boys. I'll go grab what I don't even know what's in the fucking kitchen right now. It might be
It's all about the culture.
schnapps.
Hey, it is what it is. But we'll go.
Should we do like a 2-second timeout?
2-second timeout, and then
I mean, we don't have to time out. Just I can
We'll
keep
dive.
talking there.
We're gonna dive into the Denver Nuggets blow up.
Boys.
What's up? Yes.
I don't have anything.
Uh-oh. Sorry,
Well,
how about if you're-
go grab the rubbing alcohol underneath the sink.
Wait, I do have something. Ooh, let's go.
There's a rock in this one.
It's not a boulder.
It's Tommy. I love this. You guys will see when you get back.
Same stuff from last night, Cap. That's all I got.
You guys like that one?
A juice pouch.
I would have slammed the
Oh.
juice pouch if I had to.
Speaking of the
But
crack,
in honor of the
baby.
squad. Hold on. How do I turn this shit around again?
You gotta
There we
go
go.
into the settings.
We gonna get it cracking, baby. Oh, I don't even like rum.
Kraken, and then it's Narakic.
Right. Cheers, boys.
cheers.
Tink.
Oh.
Oh, that tastes like we won 7-2 yesterday.
Ooh, buddy.
Whew.
This tastes like a slightly more expensive Fireball.
Tommy, you're not wrong. But no, so what I was going to dive into, obviously, this is the biggest series I've been watching. Obviously, I'm watching the Warriors and the Lakers one. Watching the NBA playoffs right now literally tells you, like in the second round, that I don't want to say it's rigged. I'm not going to say it's rigged.
But it is.
But how scripted it is. Because Denver goes up 2-0, right? They come back to Phoenix. Now it's 2-2. Warriors, they're terrible on the road, but they throw up. I think it was 92 points. They're one of the highest scoring teams there is, and they throw up 90 points on the Lakers, whose defense is awful because LeBron doesn't
They
play.
win?
No,
That would have been more impressive.
no, they're down now. But what I was going to get into here is game 2, my man right here, this side. My bad, I'm reverted.
The owner.
Yeah, the owner.
Domo arigato,
Drops
Johnny Roboto.
30 points, 17 rebounds, and 17 assists in a game. You
The
take
owner?
him.
Wow.
Yeah.
The baller.
You take him out of the
It's a
game.
hell of an owner.
They're not doing anything. Obviously, they lost the game, right? But 30, 17, 17. Last night, he had to carry his – like, they're playing Phoenix. Phoenix is one of the best teams in the playoffs. Last night, drops 53. Not enough. Like, doing everything.
Not MVP?
Yeah, not MVP, right? My favorite thing was PJ Tucker went on after the 76ers just won, and he talked about how Embiid in the fourth quarter had no power, like literally wasn't giving it his all, was playing very lax. Doesn't sound like an MVP to me.
Damn, you're really upset about this.
Just saying.
All right, guys. So after the show,
Do you have money?
check our Facebook. I'm gonna post the GoFundMe for John's therapy about the NBA MVP this season.
Yeah.
Donations optional, trolling mandatory.
Yeah. But we'll get off that. Obviously, if anyone watched this game, Jimmy, I don't know if you watched and saw what happened.
You know I didn't.
So, ball goes out of
You know I
bounds.
didn't.
No, so Mike, I didn't bet the MVP. I really didn't. Joker's one of my favorite players. But the ball goes out of bounds. The owner grabs the ball, and he just holds it. Doesn't throw it back in. Just holds it. Except it's the jack.
Visuals are important.
Yeah, just
Like
holds
this.
on to the ball, and then so he grabs it, and then he tucks it into him. like that, pretty much, yeah.
Like this or like this?
Loser.
Yeah.
Like this or like that? Or possibly
This side.
like this.
This side.
Mm.
So,
Bad form?
Joker's trying to grab the ball back from him
Just
because
my
they're on a
favorite.
drive. They're trying to push the ball. He doesn't let the ball go, right? So one of the guys that's an executive with the owner gets up in Joker's face. He like shoves him off, and then he pushes the owner.
On a step stool?
I mean, he did this. If you guys can see the difference, there's about 1.5 feet. Doing this, I guess, to a midget is going to make a move.
I mean, in fairness, it's not a midget. The guy's
No.
6'1".
It's probably like an average.
I'm a
height.
midget to him.
Yeah, right.
But he pushed him off because he wouldn't get the ball. So, like, on his side, like, he literally asked, he's like, so aren't we supposed to protect the players? Like, if a fan held onto that ball and didn't give it back, they're ejected out of the stadium.
Right.
Bro, imagine he just Ron Artest that dude. Boy, that I'll start watching the NBA again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
who
no, I
you
mean-
sure about that guy is from TikTok, but I'm pretty sure that's the second time it's been brought up. I don't know who that is. Do I look like him?
I don't know.
Uh,
But yeah, they're all like, he's going to get suspended for game 5. No, he's not. The owner already said that he made a mistake, and he goes, he didn't say anything bad to me. He just said, give me the ball.
give me ball.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's probably exactly how it came out, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, isn't he Eastern European, bro? Yeah.
Yeah. And when they asked him after the fact, he's like, aren't we supposed to protect the players? Like, he's like, I didn't shove him. He goes, I brushed him off, is what he said.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But no, great series there. Great series in Boston and Philly. I think they're knotted now. Right now we have New York and Miami underway, which is not looking well for myself because New York absolutely sucks. So there's that. And then we got the Warriors and Lakers. So crazy stat with 2 play-in teams, we're going to advance to the East or the conference finals. Had the chance to.
So you think the Lakers are going to win and the Heat are going to win is what you're saying?
I think the Heat definitely win. It just depends if the Warriors win tonight.
I do got a big-ass nose. I'm only half Italian, but the nose is 100% for sure.
It's
For
a
sure.
big one. But no, I don't think the Heat blow it. They could, obviously. It's it's sports, but I think the Heat can end, and if the Warriors don't win tonight, it's over. So we'll see. I'm reading all these little like sports stories about how they think the Warriors are going to lose tonight. They're going to go down 3-1, and then Curry's going to get his revenge on LeBron, and they're going to come back and beat him 4-3.
Because Cleveland beat them 3-1 in the final?
Yeah.
Or being down 3-1 in the final? Yeah, but that same season, Golden State was down 3-1 to Oklahoma City.
Right.
Nobody remembers that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember Aisha Curry getting all pissed off and saying, how does anybody come back from that?
Yeah, dude.
Why is Ian not in the NBA? Dude is like 6'7". So
Listen,
if you've ever seen Ian dance, you know exactly why he's not in the NBA, bro. This motherfucker got no rhythm. This man got about as much rhythm as a fucking sponge.
listen.
And not
You guys would have been at my wedding. You would have seen the rhythm I had.
Oh, don't make us feel bad about it.
Damn.
Ew.
Just ask.
Where were we?
Listen, look at this.
We were in Bama for the bike show.
And that is a non-related person to me.
Yeah, definitely no relation whatsoever. Beckles +1, completely unbiased.
But for real though,
It's like CNN reporting on the
Look,
Democratic Party
I
or
love
Fox
this.
News reporting on the Republican Party.
oh yeah, it's just 6 inches, baby. This is it. Ain't none of this.
Oh,
Ain't none of
okay.
this. It's
You've
just
come a long way. You've come a long
6
way.
inches, baby.
Keep it close. Keep it close. But yeah, I mean, so playoffs are obviously all in the middle of them on these things. There's a lot going on. That's going to be a big part of the nightcap, obviously, with Saturday. So we'll dive more into basketball then for the people of basketball. I know we do more basketball.
That's how you know it's real right there. That's how you know it's real.
Dunking on people instead of being he's talking. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, we'll dive into more basketball, obviously on Nightcap, because that's normally where
I didn't want to embarrass LeBron too much, so I just decided to stay out.
Yeah.
What a guy. How humble you are.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What a man.
Yeah. You know.
But yeah,
Larry
no,
Nasher.
some good series, like I said. The Suns Denver series is heating up. I mean, dude, you can't beat a team when Durant drops 47 and Booker drops 40.
That's a lot of points.
Shaq literally went on live television last night and said, "I'm sorry, Devin Booker, that I shamed you," and said that you couldn't shoot a high percentage. And then he shot 14 for 18 and had 5 threes. He's like, "My bad, dude." So we'll see. But yeah, so, we'll obviously dive more into that. I mean, we're in mid-series on a lot of these. I hope Denver wins. Hope the Warriors win. Miami's gonna win. Yeah. Miami's gonna win, and then I'm trying to remember here. On the other one, if you guys want the bet, so normally we put bets on the bottom here, and normally when we stream, the bet's already live, so you guys can't even go make the bet. But if you guys want to bet tonight, my bet of tonight is the Warriors team total over. Just their team, not the game.
What is it?
I think it's 112.5 is what I got it at.
Oh yeah.
So that's their team total tonight. That's what I'm taking. I'm riding another guy who's taking Draymond an assist and LeBron rebounds together, but I wouldn't. That's not my pick. That's someone else's. But team total, Warriors is the pick tonight for NBA. But yeah, that's what I got on NBA.
All right.
Joker got snubbed.
Hey, real quick, we'll address this, Tom. We'll address this in the Squatchin segment, but since it's 9:38, we can hit this real quick.
Oh, that's my homegirl, McCoy. You better give her a good one.
The Warriors
Give
game.
her a good one.
So, I mean, I pretty much just threw 3.
Yeah, but that says lock.
Right. So if you want to lock, right? So my lock tonight would definitely be Draymond assist.
Which is at?
It's at 7.5. So you're gonna get him at like.
Sounds high.
Yeah, it is high. It is high.
Sounds high.
But he also went on his podcast and also had an interview this week about how he's trying to avoid fouls. So he's gonna be passing the ball a lot.
It's like a goldfish saying, "I'm trying to avoid water, bro." What?
Right.
That's what you do. You're a defensive player. You foul people.
For sure. And also, I don't know where you bet through, what like book you use. You can also go bet the fouls. I know a lot of people are doing that. But I would take his assists. That's mine. Curry drops over 30 tonight. Is my lock.
That's a given.
And then, well, his line's at 30.5. So take that, and then I would say the team total if you can tie it in there.
Was it Warriors over what?
What I say, 112.5 is what I have it at.
Is it?
Yeah. Bonica, I do not like Clay tonight. Yep. Some books. So I got Green at 7 assists, but I think he's up to 7.5 now.
So you said no over 17.
No.
Perfect.
Not saying he's not going to do it, but I think they're going to match him up well tonight, and that's why Curry's going to drop 30 plus.
Curry's going to drop 30 just for showing up.
Yeah, but he hasn't been. So, I mean, it's because Clay went off last game. So that's the thing is, like, people are all going to put their money in the Clay like he's going to do the same thing game and over again.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but I'm not betting on it.
Oh, shit. Your advice.
Are you let me know if you put all 3 together. Let me know if you got the odds on it. I'll ride it with you.
Damn, Ange.
All right. Anything else on the hardwood besides me dunking on LeBron?
Well, it's 330. I figured he was right around
There
there.
you go.
That's a good odds. Like I said,
Ooh.
If you want value, I don't know if you already placed it. If you want value, I would try to put Draymond at 7.
I'll run that.
DraftKings, okay, perfect.
I'm about to
But yeah, we can get more into that and what's Squatchin too, about some of that stuff.
Yup.
But get after it, Ian. What do we got? Q2.
All right, Q1. Cut. Moving on to Q2. Before we do that, quick plug. It's going to be backwards, but I don't care. Oh. Currently sipping on a little IC Light Turner's Tea
Same.
edition.
Sort of.
Jimmy's in a little
What
heavier
edition is it?
IC Light Turner's Tea. This is the IC Light Turner's Tea collab. It's
Ooh,
if you want to
360 on the can action? Okay, that's party.
if you want a cool, refreshing beer to sip on the back porch while you're listening to the Pirates hit some dingers, IC
Hold
Light
on,
Turner's
pause.
Tea is where you're at.
We ain't sponsored by them yet, bro. What are you doing? Are you showing them what could be?
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Someone tag IC
That was
Light.
beautiful. That was a great plug.
what I'm saying.
A1.
Listen, anybody who
A1.
sponsors us, we're gonna plug them, and it's gonna be fantastic.
Iron City, I grew up like 2 linear blocks from your original brewery. Sponsor us.
Sponsor.
Do
us.
it.
Investors? Possibly you.
We put liquid paper on a beat, and it died.
I know
Alright.
T-Nan's getting all horned up over that can, bro. I know he's super happy. That's his 2 favorite things in the world, bro. If y'all don't know my boy right there, he will drink Turner's Tea, and he will drink Iron City beer, and then maybe a glass of milk like once a month. That's it.
Love it. Love it. All right. So real quick, I'm just gonna touch on the NBA or MLB super fast. Again, it's a long season, so games matter, but like honestly, at this time,
I had it up for you.
John, you're a little
went
quick
away.
with the standings there, bud. And you might as well just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Let's fucking get it over with. Let them have it.
So the Rays are still 28-7. They're still winning. They have their banner still up.
Yes, we do.
Randy
Go ahead,
Rosarina got
You've earned the pantomime. Do it, buddy. Get the broom out.
twice after showboating.
Is that how you
Sure.
sweep?
Sweep him out. Get
What
rid
is
of this pirate.
that? What?
Hey.
It looks like you're rowing a boat.
Hold on, Ian. You got the wrong one up. I need this one. So as you
What
guys
is that?
know, I'm gonna get my moment. Pittsburgh was number
right.
3. Where are they at now? I
Go
wonder
ahead.
why.
So still leading the NL Central? Okay, cool.
Dope.
Tommy,
Give my damn screen back.
Commandeered.
Johnny's
It's a John a bandwagon. John's a lot of things, all right? The list goes on and on, but that boy is not a bandwagon.
dude. So
Nah,
it makes
he a
me
rider.
so mad. It makes
Maybe
me
for Arsenal. Maybe for Arsenal, but
Oh,
we'll address
by
that in
far.
quarter 3.
by far. But what makes me mad, Tommy, about this statement, I don't know if people can see here. I'll throw it up in there. Is when I'm at work and I have my water cup every day. It's a Buccaneers cup, and they're like, "Were you a fan before Brady?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm from there." But are you? What
But
does
are
that even
you?
mean?
No, you know what? Let me check. Let me call my mom and ask her where I grew up. What the fuck?
But
Tommy,
yeah,
so
like you said,
he's going to touch on MLB. We'll touch on that and what's squashing. But yeah, the Magic sucked my whole time growing up, so I found another team.
smart. The Pirates sucked the whole time I grew up, but I stuck with it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But here we are. We'll see what happens.
Plus, like
Florida
and Tampa, like Tampa and Orlando don't get along. So
right. So Rays are still winning the division. They're up by 5.5 games on the Orioles. Orioles playing good baseball still.
10 games over 500, 5.5 back is wild.
That's crazy.
This
Yeah.
early in the season.
Yeah.
That's wild.
This whole AL East is that's going to be, if it keeps up like this, that's going to be a hot end of the season to see who gets in, who gets wild cards, which I hope it does. Could be
Everybody over 500 with the Yankees in the basement. What more could you ask for?
cool.
it's
Right,
literally
right.
like you're a skid away from being in last.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
It's pretty wild. AL Central, Twins are leading by 2.5. It's all baseball. Nobody's a Twins fan here. We'll go past it. Rangers coming to.
Hold on. You didn't touch on this.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Jeez, imagine.
I know, right? Any Cleveland sport.
I would never in my entire life, even if I died, reincarnated, and born in Cleveland, the moment I am legally allowed to leave that place, I am out.
Bravo.
So I will never imagine thinking
That's loyalty, baby.
They're behind. They're literally behind. Are you updated there? I'm trying to think. Which one do you have there?
ESPN.
16.
I hope it's updated.
15, 16, 19.
If not, ESPN slagging.
Yeah, so Cleveland lost.
So they 16 and 19.
So they're behind Detroit now.
Oof. Dude, this AL Central is Garbo.
Yeah.
Garbo.
I mean, you're going to go to the next one. It's just as glorious. I mean, the East is literally having 3 teams go.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe.
it stays as it is.
Maybe. Yeah, there's 120 games left.
They're going. These teams suck, dude.
For all we know, the Athletics are going to get to 10 wins this season. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, if you
so
ever
you're saying there's
10 and 152. Could you imagine?
bro.
Yikes.
No,
They're somehow
Like-
better on the road than at home, and their away record is cheeks.
Tom, unfortunately, you can't. Once you subscribe, you're locked for life.
Yeah.
for life.
Also,
And then
have you subscribed though? But have you subscribed?
Has he? I don't know if he
I
has.
don't know. Run ads real quick. See if he gets them.
Press the button.
Hit the ad. Let me know if you got that,
I'm just
Tommy.
kidding.
No, he is
I'm
subbed.
just
I think
kidding.
it's him, your boy, and then I think Bonnie.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Also,
so
the answer is
Rangers-
you don't unsubscribe. You're locked in forever, like Ian said. Okay, as we were.
Yes. Rangers are leading that division by 2 runs, 2 games. Angels are over 500, which is, as they should be with Ohtani and Mike Trout, but we'll see how long that stays.
I love seeing the Astros 4th.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Obviously not by much, but they're there.
Hey. Yep. So moving on to the National League, the NL East. There's everybody's under 500, but the Braves.
One horse race.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah, I
much.
mean the Braves are taking that. I mean, they play consistent baseball.
Don't be surprised if the Astros win the West though.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Altuve's still out. He won't
It's
be back.
wide open.
I don't think
Sure.
until June. Yeah,
Yeah.
Angels are probably going to sell Ohtani. So
I think Tom just said take another shot.
I mean that'll do. I'll never do what is on the screen right now.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So Braves
punch a baby, and I love babies.
24-11. Your Buccos, after getting swept by the Rays and swept by the Blue Jays, who are both in the AL East, who are both having great seasons so far, are still a game ahead in their
Don't
NL
fucking say nice things about them.
which is phenomenal. They won tonight 2-0. Their offense is still just. They scored 8 runs in 7 games.
Hey,
which is
Not
not
happy,
great.
man. No,
But-
not good.
You're right.
I'm sad.
You're right, and that's where. So I find myself in my head after their great start of like, oh crap, here's the Pirates. You know what I mean? Like this is where we're at, and it's
Yup.
because of recency bias of last year losing 100 games. Like they looked like the team of last year in these last 7 games. They got to win tonight. Mitch Keller pitched an absolute gem. Complete game, first complete game by a Pirate since Garrett Cole. This was the first time he pitched past the 8th inning in his career. Short career, short career, but in his career, and it's been about 3 or 4 seasons, I think, so far.
More impressed by that stat you threw out right before that. First complete game since Garrett Cole.
Right.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. So that's one thing that if you're a Pirates fan, you have seen where they have their starting pitcher in it, and they might be throwing a freaking no-no, and for some freaking reason, they would just pull them and put in our relievers who are garbage, who have been garbage.
Yeah,
this season they're playing better, but like they have been hot garbage, and then we'd lose the game.
I wish I could
they
remember
wanted
in
to-
more detail, but it was. I couldn't even tell you how many seasons ago it was, but do you remember the game the Pirates lost 1-0 in 10 innings? I want to say it was against the Giants, and they took a combined no-hitter into extras and lost because of a solo home run.
Yeah,
And that's not the most
that,
Pittsburgh
but
Pirate things ever.
very Pittsburgh Pirate.
Yeah.
Very. But again, they're still in first, which is good. They're 21-15, which I mean nobody saw that start of the year, which is phenomenal. It gives you something to watch, especially if you're a Pirates fan during this awful time where the Penguins are not in the playoffs. But Brewers are on their tail, 1 game back. Cubs are playing good baseball too. Reds and
The
Cardinals.
Brewers are playing real well.
Yeah.
They're smacking the Dodgers right now to 9-1.
The Dodgers have been on a tear, though. I remember last week we even talked
Yeah.
about it. The Dodgers were like middle of the West, and they
Yep.
8-2 in the last 10.
See,
They were like, we got swept by the freaking Pirates. Or not swept,
Right.
but we lost the series to the Pirates. All right, time to play baseball.
yeah, they're losing to Milwaukee 9-1 right now.
I can't believe St. Louis is 11-24.
Dude, I can't either.
It just keeps getting worse. Like I'm waiting for
They're-
another shoe to
they're-
drop, and it's just not dropping.
I told you guys this before. Their bullpen, and they don't have a full starting rotation, is terrible.
Yeah.
They have
I
2
look for them
starters.
to make some moves. It's just not like it's unlike St. Louis to do that. So they'll definitely make some moves here. But yeah, keep it up. But real quick, NL West, and then we'll touch on something real quick, and then move on to kicking with lip. So Dodgers are up, obviously 21-14. Like we said last week, they were middle of the pack NL West. You said.
Mhm.
Now they're leading by a game and a half. Diamondbacks and Padres. Padres and Dodgers just finished a series, right?
Who?
Didn't
not
the
sure.
Padres and Dodgers just play? Like last
No,
3 games were.
Padres and Giants, I think.
Oh, okay. I had that wrong. But yeah, I mean Giants. I think last year or the year before that they came out of nowhere like were really good.
Yeah, the Giants. Yeah,
Last
The
year,
Padres?
no, the Giants. The Giants was last year. They were literally scoring crazy
crazy.
amount of runs a game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of settled out. I mean, they're 15-18, so it's not like they're insanely under 500. But and the Rockies are just not a good ball club.
They are the Pittsburgh Pirates winning machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. They've won 4 out of 4 games so far. So let's hope for another sweep from the Pirates. But
John, give me the rowboat.
Huh?
Give me the rowboat.
Rowboat?
Yeah, do your broom pantomime. Yeah, look at that. What the fuck?
No, I
Okay,
did that
so if
for
you guys
you
did,
before.
if this wasn't already abundantly clear, Kylie does the cleaning.
Yeah. And the Rays do the sweeping.
Okay, that was.
So-
Oh, you know what? Fuck you, but that was a bar.
right.
That was a bar. You a bitch. Though.
Dude, I'll
What
tell
was
you
that
what.
film?
I don't know how much more you got to touch on MLB. I almost had a heart attack tonight watching the Rays game. We've already lost 2 starting pitchers. And our number 1 ace, Shane McCallahan, came off the mound to field a ball, slipped, and grabbed his knee. And I was like, there goes our season. 3 starting pitchers in the matter of a month. And he got up and he finished the game. So I was like, whew. Because we lost one of our best relievers last night. The same thing. They got into a pickle between third and home. And the pitcher, for some reason, is in the pickle. And he slips and fractures his ankle.
Yikes. Oh, that fucking sucks.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, there's one of our best relief pitchers.
Fuck.
We have right now, since our starting rotations, like we're down 2 starters, we are literally throwing like our prospects 1 inning to start the game and then bringing in bullpen.
Hmm.
2 of the rotation nights.
You said like 370 something games. That's funny as hell.
It is long.
It's a long damn time.
That is a little much, but yeah, you're close. You're close.
So before we move on to King with Lip, first off, to kind of revert back to hockey real quick, the Blackhawks won the lottery.
Number 1.
For the Connor Bedard sweepstakes. For those
Does
that
that
don't watch
hurt?
hockey.
Does that? It doesn't hurt me, but does it hurt more knowing that they kept the Pens out of the playoffs and got the number 1 pick? Or is it just like whatever?
I mean, there was no way, and I'll shout out my buddy Aaron from he called this before this draft. He said that Chicago was getting this first overall pick. They were not letting the next generational talent go to a small market like Anaheim. It was going to be Chicago, or even somehow Detroit sweeping in there.
But didn't Chicago finish with the lowest point total in the league, or like
Anaheim.
third lowest? Anaheim did. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Anaheim was slotted for the first overall pick, but then with the draft, they lost it. Columbus had a chance too. He wasn't going to Columbus either. This is all whole rigged conspiracy theory, but it's like, as a league, why would you want your next generational talent to go to a small market team like Anaheim when he could go to Chicago, who just lost Patrick Kane, and Hayes is on the way out as well?
I have a question.
Ask it.
Would you consider Edmonton to be a big market team? Because I wouldn't.
So, I think, I mean, I can't remember who. I don't remember the draft order that year, or how that worked.
Like the odds, yeah.
Right. So like if it was like Edmonton was like the first overall possible chance to get it, and then like maybe like a couple other small market teams, I could see it like just be whoever. But like I guess like the way it played out here was kind of like, oh well. Now again, this is all conspiracy theory. It might have just been, hey, they won. That's how it is. But it's one of those things.
Fair enough.
One of those things. Great question.
You got to sweat in the
I had to
NBA
look back
right
and
now,
see.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have the Knicks plus 9.5, and the over. The over already hit, but the Knicks are down by 7 right now. I think it's 7 or 8. 8.
Mm.
They're down by 8 right now with 11 seconds to go. Dribble the fucking ball out.
Big 3.
Right.
Splash. Make me feel it.
Now, before we move on to Kicking It with Lip, we got some exciting news for post podcast.
Keep going.
Those that are going to hang out with us pre-podcast, we're doing something that's not been done yet. We know we like to play a game. We play an Apex after this.
Woo! Squatchin esports, bitches, let's go!
And we streaming it. So we're going to be streaming us squatting up on Apex right after our podcast. We're going to get rolling. We're going to be streaming Lips as it coming off of your channel. We're just going to be going through ours.
Wavy and saucy.
Yep. Wavy and saucy, but we will be through the Squatchin stream.
So they can watch it on Squatchin Sports, but it's going to show his gameplay.
Yes.
My view.
This is
if y'all want to throw a follow
not.
on that channel too, I'm not going to tell you not to. Not going to tell you have to. Doesn't matter. We just do it because we love y'all.
We're going to jump in there, get some nerds and pubs.
No, okay, so pin that comment. Pin that comment, please. Pin that comment. I don't know who you are, but that is objectively funny. But I'll tell you the honest to God truth. We might not be the first team killed, but this motherfucker right here is going to be the first person killed in every drop. Every drop. And it's not his fault. John actually got me on Apex 3.5 some odd years ago. Here's the thing. He's been playing Duty for years. In Call of Duty, you can stand out in the open and just get clapped but clap back. That's not Apex. So we got a little something for y'all. We're gonna be running it. It'll be fun.
Yep.
That was
No,
a big
if you're in the
reveal.
open in Apex, you do not survive.
Oof, no good at duty either. I don't know who this guy is or girl, but they are just
Getting
tearing your ass up.
roasted.
Them cheeks is lunch meat, my boy.
So we're gonna run through. We got Kicking with Click coming up, and then we got Squatchin. What's Squatchin after that? And then we're gonna roll into playing some Apex afterwards. Feel free to stay on the channel, go through the chat. We'll be here to talk, answer questions, do whatever. At that time, it's esports. We're playing Apex. You can ask us whatever the hell you want. Don't matter.
Yeah, we'll be periodically paying attention. Well, John will be paying attention to the chat because he'll be dead.
Once he's down, correct. You'll see his little
We'll be
zippy
watching the
go.
Warriors game.
Right. All right. That's our announcement. Apex after. Right after this. Let's roll.
They covered.
Q3, baby.
Mike, Mushroom, if we get big enough, bro, we can do some like subscriber streams and shit like that for sure.
Oh,
But we're trying to grow the channel. This is the best way we know how.
Yep.
Help you, help us. Wait a minute. You help us, help you. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying. I just had a Joe Biden moment, but we're not going to go down that road. Anyway, introduce it, Ian.
Canceled. Q3. Kicking it with Lip.
Yeah!
Ooh, it's getting higher and higher each week, baby.
Oh,
High rise. Still can't feel the hammy. We're good. Let's get it. Somebody throw these motherfucking Premier League standings up for me, please, because this shit is getting tight at the bottom. Not at the top, though.
why you
So
get
we
that going
alluded
up?
to it.
As we just talked about the Giants being good, the Nationals are beating them 5-0 in the first inning.
Ooh. Throw away the whole city of San Francisco. It's gross.
Right.
Hey, shout out to DC Dak Bar for the sub. We appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
you.
It was for the high kick, we know. Or perhaps the hoodie matches the chair. I don't know what it is. Spin. Sit down before I hurt myself. All right, let's talk about Sakis, boys. All right, John, we alluded to it earlier, so I'm just going to come right at your neck. Y'all bottled it. I'm not going to lie. Y'all bottled it. It's over. It's a wrap. Stick a fork in it. If you look at the form, Man City looks great. You guys look like you didn't actually want to win the Premiership. Great season. You'll be in Europe. You'll probably get decimated by some team from fucking Amsterdam. I don't know. But it's all but locked up for Man City. Here's the best news of the week. I don't know if Max is in here. I'm not sure he is. I really hope so, though, because we had some great banner over the weekend. So, might have talked about it before. Max is a big Man U fan. I'm obviously a big Liverpool fan. They are Steelers, Ravens. They're Yankees, Red Sox. Think of your biggest sports rivalry. That's what it is over in England, right? And obviously, the hopes of our European tour next year lie upon either Newcastle or Man United fucking up and us continuing to win. If you guys look at the last 5, the most left column, that's the most recent game. Over the weekend, both Newcastle and United lost. So, John, Arsenal beat Newcastle. Thank you. Man United lost to West Ham, who are playing so poorly this season, they're not even in the no scroll. There you go. You got to go all the way down there to see them bitches. I'm happier than a pig in
down
shit.
there.
I'm happier than a pig in shit. I texted Max and I said, Newcastle lost, go Hammers. And it was very quick and it was 2 words. It was fuck off. And then we had conversation from there. But man,
You know he plays too, right?
What, soccer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a big soccer guy.
Yeah,
That's dope.
we've talked about it before. Yeah, good for him. He's got the body type for it too. Tall, lean.
Dude,
Looks like he can probably run.
he sends me
My
snaps
best
at one
thing-
point. I'm like, good for you, bud.
Oh,
I might be the kit man or the keeper. That's about it. The kit man's the guy that
Vegas.
just does all the cleaning of the jerseys.
Not to interrupt your kicking segment, but
Hot
Vegas
take.
is up
Give it.
4-1.
Jeez.
Damn. That was worth almost pulling a hamstring for sure.
Bracket challenge.
Bracket challenge.
Bracket challenge. All right, boys.
Yikes.
So we're coming to an end here. Again, everybody plays 38 games in the Premier League. Most teams are at 35. Some are at 34. Brighton, as an anomaly, is at 33. So I'm going to touch on that real quick. If you kick me down to the bottom here, you see Everton 1 up. They are also a rival of Liverpool, but that's just because of geographic location. So it's called the Merseyside Derby whenever they play each other, because it's like Penhills to Plum or Zanesville to Nashport, or Ian, where do you live now?
Baldwin.
Okay, Baldwin to the town that's right next to Baldwin. So Everton haven't been relegated in almost 70 years, and today they pulled off what I thought was 100% unthinkable. I know last week I didn't do a Socky Locky because I'm more missed than hit. But if I had, hey, there he is.
Still gotta
You'll
throw
never
it out.
walk alone, buddy. You'll never walk alone. Everton went to Brighton today and won 5-1 in Brighton. I was befuddled. That definitely would have been. I would have told you to put the house on Brighton, and you guys would have missed the mortgage payment. So good thing I only do those segments sparingly.
Missed the mortgage payment.
But it's getting tight at the bottom. It's getting real tight at the bottom. Southampton, they're definitely going to go down. Someone scroll me down real quick because you guys control the shit. Leeds, Leicester, Everton, Nottingham Forest. That's what we're going to focus on. 16 through 19. It hurts to say just because they have some Americans on the team that play on our national team. Leeds is probably going down. To me, it's going to be between Leicester and Nottingham Forest. I think Everton's going to find a way to stay up like they did last year. Leicester's the only team in Premier League history to get promoted and then that season win the Premiership. So they're not foreign to being relegated, right? We'll see if it happens, but the middle of the pack's pretty much the middle of the pack. For me, it's Man City 1, Arsenal 2. Newcastle and Man United still both have a game on us, but I'm hoping someone can fuck up. I really think it's going to be City, Arsenal, United, Liverpool, Newcastle, and that's how your European lineup is going to shake out. Ian, I'm sorry about your Hotspur, buddy, but they do what they always do and not win trophies and not compete for trophies. So it is what it is.
Your season.
How do you feel about this, Jimmy?
Always bet against Brighton when playing bums. That's fair. Brighton have just been like kind of middle of the pack for the last few seasons, but that's what you're saying right there makes a ton of sense because they played bums today at home and got absolutely slaughtered. I think Brighton's going to finish top 6. Actually, I think they're going to jump Tottenham just because they're only 2 points back with 2 games in hand. I don't know. It's been a good season. There's actually a lot going on. There's a really tight race in one of the other major European leagues right now. Spain's locked up. Barcelona's going to win. Germany, though, if you can pull a Bundesliga real quick, because we normally always talk Prem. I want to touch on this. Take it a little bit of a different route. So for the last several years, Bayern has just dominated everything. And my favorite German team, Borussia Dortmund, because that's where Erling Haaland came from. Now, I love Erling Haaland. I think he's probably, as it stands right now, the best player in the world. He came from Dortmund. Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool's gaffer or coach, came up through Dortmund as well. Pulisic was under him there. That's why they're my favorite team, plus black and gold, right? They have a great chance, but again, your level on games, it's going to be a tight race there. So the Bundesliga is probably third best, maybe fourth best European league of the 5 majors. Again, it's probably England, Spain, and then like 3A and 3B is Italy and Germany, And then down here is Ligue 1 over in France, where PSG just dominates because it's Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar, even though Neymar's been hurt. But I just wanted to touch on that real quick because that's going to be crazy. I'm really forward to the playoff scenarios that they have in the EFL Championship. Just pull that up real quick because I know we got other stuff going on.
Sir, what do you want to pull up?
EFL Championship League.
EFL.
All right, so Burnley and Sheffield United are already locked to come up to the Premier League next season. Burnley was in it last season. They got demoted or relegated, and now they're going to get promoted. Sheffield was last in it, I believe, 2021. So then if you look at 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? Now, scroll all the way to the bottom for me, please.
Yes, sir.
I know I ask a lot. Okay, so everybody's done. Everything's set. Everybody's played all their 46 games. Now we can go back up. So the last 4 teams are getting relegated. That's not super important for what we're talking about here. So if you look at 3, 4, 5, and 6, Luton Town, Middlesbrough, Coventry, and Sunderland. They're going into a playoff. John, we were talking about this earlier today, right? So 1 and 2 are already locked to come up. Now what's going to happen is 3 is going to play 6, 4 is going to play 5. The winners of those 2 games are then going to play each other, and that's how they determine who the 3rd team to get into the Premier League next season is. Just kind of fucking dope. Not a lot of there's not a lot of TV time outside of England and maybe like the rest of the UK, right? Like Wales, Northern Ireland, and whatever the fucking 4th country is. But there's not a ton of television there. Those games will be televised, and let me tell you, boys, those shits get lit. Because there's no aggregate scoring. There's no draws. You play until there's a winner. So there's a lot to be had there. I personally think it's between either Luton Town or Coventry. Luton Town obviously seems like the best pick, but we'll see what happens. Again, that's the squad we were talking about. Remember we showed last week that entry that looks like it's just through apartments.
Yeah,
that's them. Yeah. So I hope they come up because they'd have to spend $10 million just to be able to play in the league. So we'll see what happens. That's pretty much all I got for kicking it with Lip. No Socky Lockies. Dakbar, what game are you talking about specifically, man? In a couple weeks, we got Champions League coming up again too. Or tomorrow, I mean. Okay, my bad. I was looking at the wrong league in football. Are you talking? Yeah, Man City Real. That game is going to be wild. In my opinion, that's going to be better than the title game for it. I am also AC Milan is my favorite Serie A team, so I hope they pull it off against Inter. That's going to be a fun watch just because they're both in the same city. But right now, and for the last several years, City and Real have looked like some of the best teams in the world. Huge Benzema fan. I can respect it. I don't like it because obviously I'm a Liverpool guy, and what happened last year in the Champions League final, and then obviously what happened this year in the Champions League quarters. Not quarters, round of 16. Wasn't super happy with the turnout there. My favorite player on Madrid is probably Vinny. I think he's definitely the most talented. Benzema's been around for a while. He's the guy that won the Ballon d'Or last season as the best player in the world. He's definitely super, super talented. But
that's what that is.
Champions League is going to be fun too. The Ballon d'Or is like the MVP.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't do it by league. Like, you'll have your awards for each individual league. Like, you'll get the Golden Boot for whoever scores the most in your league. Things of that nature. But the Ballon d'Or is like the Heisman. That's the best way I can equivalent it. Yeah.
Dude, soccer's pretty dope. I want to get into it more. It's just cool.
I told you, man. I've told the story before. It was a complete accident.
Yeah, it's cool.
It was a complete accident, and like the American in me, like I don't necessarily love that there's not a playoff, but I also respect the purity of it.
Right.
But dude, there's a lot to it. The app is called FOTMob or FOTMob, FOTMOB. That's what I watch. Like, what's cool is you can set your favorite teams, and then you can set it to pin it to your lock screen on your iPhone. John, I know you don't have that technology, but Yeah, Champions League. I don't know why I thought it was next week. Obviously, I'm not up to date on stuff, but yeah, that's going to be a hell of a game. So you got City at Real tomorrow at 3 p.m. and Inter Milan at AC Milan, which means they're driving across the street, Wednesday at 3 p.m. And then the following week, Inter and AC will play on Tuesday, and then City and Real will play on Wednesday. And then that's how they'll determine who's in the final. I'm saying City and AC. That's who I'm going with. That's my two. Doc Bar, and I appreciate you chiming in. If you got a different prediction, please let us know. I know you're a big Benzema fan, so I'd assume you're going to say Real, but you never know. You could surprise me. And that's pretty much it. That wraps it up for the Kicking It With Lip. Thanks for coming.
You have a couple Saki Lockies for the weekend? For the week?
They're not ready for no Saki Lockies. So here's the thing. There's too much emotion invested in it for me right now. And I didn't even think about doing it. So if you want, I can. What do you want? Just money line? That's all I got.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, tell us who's gonna win.
Also, real quick, shout out to my team, Sheffield Wednesday. They're playing in the EFL League One, which is a third-ranked league. They're in the playoff. They're the 3 seed. So they play on Friday against Peterborough, and I really hope they get promoted because Plymouth Argyle and Ipswich already have been. All right, so if we're looking at the Premier League Saki Lockies real quick, you got Leeds at home against Newcastle. I'm looking at Saturday, boys. Saturday the 13th.
I'll bring it up for you.
Okay. Newcastle's going to bounce back.
That's Saturday,
Newcastle's
right?
gonna win.
Yeah, Saturday the 13th. Yeah, Newcastle's going to win. They just had it's not embarrassing because it was Arsenal, and Arsenal have been in pretty good form all year long.
Are you in Premier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you asking me or Ian?
No, I was asking you what you're going to because FanDuel puts it in different categories, so that's why I gotta make sure.
Yeah, so you have featured. Click it EPL up at the top. Go 2 over EPL, English Premier League. So I'm going Leeds, Newcastle. I'm taking Newcastle. I'm not touching Tottenham at Villa. Quit crying, buddy. I'm gonna let you out in a second. I promise. Swears these real.
That's where we're going with that. Just so you know, Ian.
Aston Villa.
Mm-hmm.
Dick.
No, I'm just so. But
bye, John. All right. At any rate, hi, John. Bye, John. Hi, John.
I didn't realize he was turning me back on as I was turning myself back on. But no, on a real note, if you want a bet on this game, most likely it's going to be the over.
For Aston Villa and Tottenham?
Yeah.
What's it set at?
You can get it at 2.5.
Here's the thing. So you don't know what Spurs team is going to show up, right? They're either going to be the Spurs that were in the first half of the Liverpool game or the Spurs that were in the second half of the Liverpool game. And there's no in between. They're not going to get a goal and then maybe get a second goal late. Like they're either scoring nothing or they're scoring 3 or more. So I'm not touching that one. But right now I got Newcastle locked. Chelsea, Nottingham Forest. I am taking a big risk here and saying Nottingham Forest playing to stay up will go to Chelsea win. They will go to Chelsea, who have been dog shit, and I hate, by the way, and they will win. Crystal Palace
one you want to just straight single money line.
Yes. Yeah, do
Plus
not.
600.
Thank you. I'm glad you brought that up. Do not put that in a parlay. I would, but I don't gamble because I'm a fucking madman. So do it, Johnny. Send it. Let me know how it goes. Crystal Palace and Bournemouth. I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole because Crystal Palace and both the Eagles and the Cherries have just they've been down for most of the year, but then they've had like some ups and downs. So Bournemouth could come out and score 4. Crystal Palace could come out, score 4, or it could be a 0-0 draw.
If you guys saw that, take over 1.5.
In Crystal Palace, Bournemouth?
Yep. You don't get great odds. The line's 2.5, but we're building up parlays. Keep going, Jimmy.
Yeah. Again, United and Wolves, not touching with the 10-foot pole because there's too much emotion there for me. You guys know, like, it's very, 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 very rare I gamble, but I don't ever bet based on emotion of the teams that I am loyal to. And obviously, I want United to win lose very badly because it helps Liverpool. Max, you can tell me fuck off again. I expected it. It's okay.
Is Max in here?
It might be. I don't know. He was in here long enough to tell me to fuck off, which was great.
Sorry,
But
not
if
forgetting.
you're taking
Vegas
is
up
Man U
5-1.
winning this, or is it going to be a close match?
I don't. So here's the thing: Man U should win it, but it's the same thing. Wolves have underperformed all season. They've beaten teams that they should. Right? It's like the Steelers with Duck Hodges a couple years ago. No business winning those games. Somehow find a way to win. But then the Wolves will actually fuck around and lose to Bournemouth. You know, they'll lose to Nottingham Forest. You just don't know. And then my lockiest lock of Saturday is Fulham over Southampton. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then you slide down there, move to Sunday, City over Everton, and Arsenal over Brighton.
What about West Ham?
Fuck West Ham. You don't know what you're going to get with them. You also don't know what you're going to get with Brentford, dude. This late in the season, like, I feel comfortable saying there's certain teams that I wouldn't touch. Like, I didn't have West Ham beating Man United. I hoped it would happen. But, yes, they were at home. I didn't think that they were going to win. Like, they scored first in the 27th minute, and I was like, ooh, this is enticing.
So, Dak, this is exactly why I bet this. So, like, Arsenal, obviously, as Jimmy talked about earlier, is like a team I've really started following. I don't bet.
You can say bandwagon. It's okay.
Yeah. I don't bet them. If I'm going to bet them, I take over in goals. So, as you can see, I'm taking the over in goals. I'm going to make Jimmy give me a bet here on Brentford West Ham and what he likes.
Let me break it down for me. Give me some other things because I'm not picking a winner.
Over under 2.5.
Under.
Over under 1.5.
Over.
You're not making this easy.
It's pretty just rapid fire, homie. Brighton taking Arsenal. That's a hot take, but that's a plausible take. Who's your Prem team, DC?
So if you guys want to see what
and then slide down to Monday because I know I don't gamble on my teams, but Liverpool are in incredible form and they're playing at Leicester. Okay, so let me give this a preface, right? I've bet on one Liverpool game in my life, and it was last season. And I bet them to beat Leicester, and they lost. That will not happen again this year. Lock them in, baby. Lock them in.
Jumper from 2K to 4K.
Shoo. Damn. Remember, 5% finder's fee. If John hits this parlay, I get 5% of $4,300, which equates to $215 in the Cash App. Thank you.
If that hits, you can gladly have the $200.
$2,150?
No.
Shoot or shoot, bro.
Bro, if you can hit a soccer 10-leg parlay.
Bro. Fire. I'm gonna come on this podcast next Monday if this shit hit, and I'm gonna do something crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna actually tear his hamstring.
I'm not gonna wear any socks. It's gonna be nuts.
But I'll submit this on our channel. Jesus.
He did an 8-leg 2 days ago for 5 bands. Gas. Wow. Please.
How many do you take over my
if you can remember, or I'm sure you have a screenshot. Let me see the details of that bet. Yeah, bro, that's fucking fire. Spread the wealth.
So Ian, these pouches are great, but the powder's terrible.
Yeah, sure.
But great.
All right, boys, let's get into what's Squatchin because I think this ran a little bit longer than we had anticipated.
For sure.
So here's what I'm thinking. If they want to hang around, we can just kick on to PEX, and they can just Squatchin the whole time we play PEX. but they
It's a thought.
spread it out.
What we can do is we'll get What's Squatchin rolling while Jimmy gets set up.
Yeah, let me get it set up. I'm gonna take the dog out and everything like that.
Yeah, so Jimmy,
Like
go ahead and do that.
The
We'll do
Baja
What's
Boys
Squatchin
who
real
let the
quick. We got
dogs
Warriors
out.
game
I
underway.
did.
Jimmy.
Nice. I see what you did there. Roscoe.
But I'll submit this bet too on our channel. Ian will put it on our Twitter, and then we'll have it on the TikTok as well.
Did he say it was a 1-game parlay that he hit?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
1 game, 8-leg parlay? What an animal.
It has changed a lot. So like Jimmy talked about earlier, so me and Kyle used to play Apex for the longest period of time.
Oh, tell the story about me in the bush.
Yeah, so literally that's the only game me and Kyle played, and that's like, for people that are in here, that's like one of my childhood like best friends. So we played Apex all the time. That's the only game we played. And Jimmy finally started playing with us. And we had this one night that literally we did like a drinking Apex night, or I forget what it was. Which when you turn, just FYI, when you turn 30 years old, that's everything you do when you play Apex now. It's called a drinking night. We are in a battle, and Kyle starts shouting, "Jimmy, right here, Jimmy, right here." And then finally I'm like, "Jimmy, where the fuck are you at?" "Right here." This man is in a bush on Apex. We're both knocked. And he's in a bush, knelt down, and all of a sudden in our mics, all we hear is him snoring.
No.
He is snoring in a bush on Apex. This man is knocked nation, passed out cold, sleeping in a bush while we're playing in trios.
So y'all 3 were knocked.
I've done some stuff. I've passed out. I've literally like been tired as can be, but I've never been in the middle of a video game while I'm fighting someone and just go out cold.
That's
like,
so
you know
funny.
what? It's time. Let me crouch down in this bush and go to sleep.
That's so funny.
Hey, at least I had the wherewithal to hide.
You're on that distance right now, but yeah, that was,
I said at least I had the wherewithal to hide. Come
oh,
on. It was during
Dude.
COVID, bro. All we could do was sit home and drink.
Nance, this is so you probably know him just as well as
you're right.
we both do. 100%.
You right.
100%.
100% what?
He said Duke can sleep anywhere, anytime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you would think I was in the military just because of how I could sleep anywhere, but I wasn't because I'm a little bitch. But
the amount of times this hand has smacked this dude's face to wake him up is insane.
And it didn't work.
Yes.
I seen it.
Shit, you
What
remember
absolutely-
this is way throwback, John. You remember the time we went out downtown with Kyle and our former some people we used to work with and everything like that, and we were at the table, Kyle sleeping, and I'm sleeping next to him with a pierogi in head.
I went through some snaps.
I saw that video.
And literally, I had 2 different snaps within like a month frame of both you sleeping at dinners. One was the what's that show you used to watch? Rick and Morty. That trivia thing we went to, passed out cold.
Oh, I did. That was a good night.
Yep.
Was that a
So,
Hard
yeah.
Rock?
Yeah, the Hard Rock restaurant.
In Station Square? Yeah.
Yeah. This dude goes to sleep wherever.
Damn, John, we got some memories, bro.
The difference between me and Jimmy is if I'm tired, guess what? I'm going home.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Wake me
This
up.
man gonna take a nap.
Tobias
on a
said, "I'm tired." Let me fix myself. I'm tired.
I'm sleeping. Yeah, exactly. I can't even see you, and I know you're doing it right. You've seen it firsthand, though. Again, for those of you who don't know,
Yeah.
Ian and I lived together for 1.5 years. And it was during COVID. So I'll let you
It
guys
was.
wonder about what we had to do in the house.
All right. We had some nights.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we could tell stories
People
all
we got
night.
in here. If
We
you guys,
probably
if
get
you
shut
guys are
down.
watching the Warriors game, let me know what you guys think. as I said, Klay Thompson not doing his thing. It's kind of a low-scoring first quarter. This team total is not looking well. This kind of happened the other night too with the Warriors. Literally, yeah, right. Shoo.
So, for those that don't know, this is my wife, and she really enjoys being the bus driver for Ride the Bus.
Yep. We know.
Oh, she does.
We know.
Yes,
She
and
does.
She
There is
really, really hammers people whenever she's playing the bus driver.
I remember the one night she literally is like, "I'm going to be the bus driver. I'm not playing, but you guys are playing." I'm like, "This is gonna be fun."
Hey, yo, hold on. We got. Okay, I can't even pull. We'll just pull this up. Shout out to him too. Shout out to this dude.
Oh yeah,
He just gifted a sub to not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 people. Shout out. Hold on. Let me get. Hold on. Okay. Shout out.
That was an intentional internet error, by the way. I had to get off the hard
Shout
line
out.
and get back on the Wi-Fi.
appreciate
You're a
it.
real one. You're a real one.
Really appreciate it. We got to
We need 1 more to 10, baby.
dude.
1 more to 10. Who's
We're
gonna
gonna
be?
have to rip for that.
Yeah, I already got poured up, bro.
What did I miss? Because I came back and you were just counting.
5 gifted.
So
From Jack.
this man right here gifted. I'll do it again. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. 5 subs.
5
subs
gifted?
to the channel. 5 gifted, bro.
What a man.
What a man.
Bro, thank you. Seriously,
Yes.
thank you, bro.
He does.
absolutely.
He probably does realize. I don't know if I'm getting the thing. He probably knows.
Who's number 40?
It's number 4. It's actually. So he knows it's actually his jersey.
Oh, that's dope. You know what? I'm finishing the bottle for you. That's not a lot, but it's more than a little. So, thank you, man. Seriously,
Cheers.
thank you. That's fucking
For
awesome.
sure.
You know what? We're giving you a shirt. I'm paying for it. I don't give a fuck. You're getting a shirt.
Yep. You're getting a shirt. Absolutely getting a shirt.
You're getting a shirt. Yeah.
Let
That was +1.
us know size and preferred color. And by us, I mean Ian.
Right.
And by Ian, I mean he's going to pass it along to Michelle because she does everything for us.
Facts. That's our
Correct.
manager.
Another real one. Hey, McCoy, send that again.
Okay. There it is. You can join us. Let me know when you go live and I'll share it off.
Yeah, I'm about to read it. Pin that comment.
So what's the best way to do this? Yep. So DC, what she's talking about is this little QR code up here. Just fill that out. We'll get you one. For sure. Seriously, again, we appreciate it. If you can't,
So, what I want to see
that
though, I don't know
QR
if you
code.
guys can see it. Do you see who they're gifted to?
yeah. So gifted to
'Cause I want them to know.
+1. Beckles +1. Gifted. You are a sub. Appreciate it. Well, we'll skip those other two because they might be people that are on the podcast. T Nans 412 gifted sub,
Doogie.
and Doogie Howitzer gifted sub.
Nice.
What's the best way to do this without an AirPod in?
Yeah, you'll
Yeah,
want to
you'll
be
be able to hear talk anyway. Yeah.
you want to be able to hear the game. I just went live, by the way. Wavy and Saucy is now live on Twitch.
Perfect. Let me grab it.
He said I'd take Casey's back.
I take it.
it.
LO.
Give me Casey's.
So I don't know if you saw, but unfortunately, when you sub, it's forever. No take backsies.
He's played with McBride plenty of times in Warzone.
Are you boys on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in a lobby.
Yeah, I'll
You
invite
invite him when he gets in.
I just invited McCoy. Oh, you're inviting me. Okay, that works too. That probably makes more sense because you're not showing online for me.
Yeah.
All right, let's run it. Can you link it or?
Yep, I'm doing it right now.
Let's go.
Give me 1 second.
Titan when Jimmy goes night night.
It won't be this time. Those are years behind me, man.
Right. We adults now, man.
Mm-hmm.
But over 7's looking pretty solid right now.
Is it?
Yeah,
We're
6
gonna flip the
goals going into the
background.
third.
We're going to flip the background. There we go.
Nice.
Share that.
Can you make it full screen or no?
There she is.
DC, take it easy, man. Thank you so much, bro. Really appreciate it.
Yep. Appreciate it for sure.
All right, let's get it.
This is dope. I muted my computer too. Just so we don't have any
Oh, for
echo.
sure.
Worth.
Yeah.
No one's actually been able to see me rage in real time. This is gonna be fun.
I'm all about it.
You're going to be, Tommy, you're going to be watching Jimmy's POV.
Yeah, mine. It was their idea, not mine.
It's probably better.
Is it real laggy for you guys?
Here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this off too. That's going to mess with the volume.
No, I mean like the stream. Is it real laggy for them? Yeah, they said yes.
Is it?
Yeah. You might have to just let's run this game, and if it looks like shit still, yeah, it looks laggy on my end. Just watching it on my computer, you might just have to raid my channel.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like I'm looking.
Yeah, it's super laggy.
Yeah, it's bad.
That might be your channel though too.
It's not. I'm hardwired in.
No?
No, that's not it.
Jimmy, I can after this game, I can show you how to do the like share audio of teammates.
Okay. Yeah, that would be nice.
It's in your PlayStation settings. I saw it the other day when I was trying to figure that out.
Tommy, his channel is Waving Saucy.
It's the letter N, not and. Yeah, there's a 301 here.
Perfect.
On it.
What's in the crafter? Scully. Dropping a wingman if y'all want to fuck with it.
Fade.
Got a double tap if anyone needs it.
Ooh, we got the Chargy. There's a 9-9 up here. Someone wants it.
I already got one.
I'm running Chargy and
That's
so we got a
okay.
Dizzle.
You know who's your main? Gas.
I'll snag those for now.
Yeah, I keep glancing over the computer. It's ridiculously laggy.
Very, yeah.
Honestly, John, before we get in a fight, you might just want to take a second and raid my stream.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure this out for the future streams. This was a kind of last second idea.
Good idea, though.
Hell yeah. Absolutely good idea. We all got blues. I think we're good there.
But
There was a 3 times up here. Where was that at?
So if you guys are in here, you're gonna go over to the Wavy and Saucy channel here. I'm gonna rate it over.
heard he's a really, really good looking dude. Big nose. Good looking dude.
Pig nose.
Shows one watching. So did you just do the raid?
No, it's coming right now.
Oh, there, even better. 2x4. I'm dropping my ult real quick. Just kidding. Now I'm dropping my ult. I got full health.
You said?
99%, bro.
Oh, ain't that about?
So guys, if you guys want to watch, you can also watch on there, but we'll stay a second here on our actual channel.
If you want that, get another purple quicker.
Yeah, I'll snipe that. You guys are down there. All right. I got 2x4.
All right, bet.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Man, bro, you just scared the fuck out of me. I had no idea you were even near me. I just hear that grapple, like, who I gotta shoot?
Here's a double tap if you guys want it.
Yeah.
There's a gold fucking
House.
Wow.